Hello everyone, my name is Jane and today I'm doing the end of the year book tag. So we are in November, which is pretty crazy. I can't believe that we are actually going to be in 2022 soon. How all of this time has passed, it's honestly really crazy. And I also started my booktube channel on January, so it means that I'm also getting really close to my one booktube anniversary, which is also really exciting. And yes, because it's already the end of the year, I feel like I'm trying to wrap up series that I'm reading and just to read books that I really wanted to read this year. So today I just decided to do the end of the year tag and to share with you all of my end of the year thoughts about reading and everything. This tag was originally created by Ariel Bisset. I will link the original tag video in the video description so you can check it out. But yes, let's start with the first question. Are there any books that you started this year that you need to finish? So for me the answer is no, because I don't read multiple books at once. I usually read one physical book and one audiobook, but not more, because once I start reading a book and then I leave it, I just never come back to it. And if I pick it again, it's just a few months later. So I don't actually have books that I'm currently reading. The answer for me is no. So the next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I actually have a few books that I think that are perfect for this time of the year, fall, and we're getting to winter. The first one is The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue, and I feel like just in general, historical fiction is a really good genre for this time of the year. And this book gives me a lot of fall vibes, but also a lot of winter vibes, just those kind of books that you can read on a cozy day. And it was just really emotional and really touching, such beautiful writing. And you really get into this story and into the world of Eddie LaRue, which is a girl that made a deal with the devil and now she can live forever, but nobody remembers her. And I really think that this is a great book, and again really good for this time of the year. There is also The Whisperman by Alex North. This is a thriller and it doesn't take place in fall or winter, I think, but it gives me a lot of fall-winter vibes. It's pretty gloomy, and we're following a father and his son. And they're moving into a new town because the wife of the father and the mother of the son passed away, so they are trying to get a new start. But in this town, many years ago, there was a serial killer that killed kids, and now everyone thinks that he's back because another kid is getting disappeared. And I just really loved the book. I was pretty surprised. It was really character driven, which is usually not the kind of books that I enjoy, but I really love the writing. And overall, I do feel like thrillers is the perfect thing to read in this time of the year. And yes, I just think it's a really good book, just really fun. And the last book is House of Hollow by Crystal Shatterland, and I really enjoyed this book because of the atmospheric. This is basically a YA horror, and we're following three sisters that got disappeared when they were children, but none of the sisters remember what happened to them. And since then, strange things happened to them. Their hair turned white, just things like this. And it was really slow to me, and it was pretty hard for me to read it because it was slow and really character driven, but I was so fascinating from the world building and from the horror magic system and everything that was made. I really think that it was a really brilliant horror story, one of the best that I read. And unfortunately, I didn't enjoy the pace of the book, but I heard amazing reviews about this book. It seems that I'm pretty much an unpopular opinion, so it's still really amazing. And yes, all of them standalones, which I feel is the best kind of books to read in the end of the year instead of starting new series. So yes, I think that all of them are really great to read in this time of the year. The next question is there a new release you are still waiting for? And yes, there is. There is a few new releases that I'm waiting for to get in the mail, but they were actually already released. So I'm going to talk only about the book that wasn't released yet. This is A History of Wild Places by Shah Earnshaw. And if you're not new to my channel, you know that I read The Wicked Deep this year, and it's my most favorite book of 2021. It was amazing, one of the best books that I ever read. The writing there just really touched me. And basically, A History of Wild Places is a new release by the same author. The Wicked Deep was her debut, and she has another book, Winterwood, that I still need to read. I'm just trying to save it because I'm really excited about it. But her first two books are YA, and A History of Wild Places is her first adult fantasy. So I'm really excited to get to it. And also from the Goodreads reviews that I already saw, it seems like people say that this is her best book yet. So yes, I'm just crazy excited for her new release, and I still need to read Winterwood, but I'm just so excited to read more books by her. And I'm trying to save them because there isn't a lot, but yes, I'm really excited for this book. Okay, so the next question is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? It's a very good question. I tried to pick the 3 books that I actually really aiming to read before the end of the year, and that are really important for me to get to them before the end of the year. The first one is This Coven Won't Break by Isabel Stern. Sterling. This is basically the sequel of the This Witch Has Done Born duology. It means that I already read the first book and I have this Covent Won't Break to finish the duology. And basically I really love the first book. This is a contemporary fantasy YA series. It's also romance and sapphic, and it was just a really fun time. I felt like also the characters were really good, and also the plot was really good, like really quick, really fast paced, exact kind of books that I really love. And because I enjoyed the first one so much, I'm really anticipating to read the next one. This is a duology and I really want to finish it before the end of the year, because I don't see a point to drag this duology for next year because it's only one book for me to finish it. This story is about witches and I just feel like it gives me a lot of fall vibes. I feel like it will be the perfect timing for me to read it this month or in December. I just really want to finish it before the end of the year because I really want to finish this duology. So this is the first book that I really want to get to. The second one is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This is a new release and I'm currently waiting for my copy to get here. And Tessa Bailey wrote It Happened One Summer, which is one of my favorite adult romances that I read this year. This is another steamy adult romance. This is a holiday read, Christmas and everything. So I really want to get to it in December, the holiday spirit. Honestly, I'm so excited about this book and I might even read it in November because I'm so excited. Like I'm really trying to save it to December, but I'm not sure if I will be able to hold myself. I'm just so excited to read this book because again, I adored the last book by Tessa Bailey and it just sounds so fun and I really want to read it before the end of the year because it's in a holiday theme and I want to read it before the holidays. And the last one is another book from a series and this is Good Gore, Bad Blood by Ollie Jackson. This is the second book in a Good Gore's Guide to Murder trilogy and I read the first book in January. Like it's been almost a year since I read it and I really want to get to the second book, and honestly I'm not as excited about it because it's been so long since I read the first book. But the thing is that I love the first book so much and the reviews about this whole trilogy is really amazing and I really want to get to the second book because I do think that once I will actually read it I would really love it and really enjoy it. I just need to force myself to start reading it because I'm less excited about it, but again I do think that once I will start I would really enjoy it. So hopefully I will get to it before the end of the year because I really don't want to leave Good Girl's Guide to Murder without reading the rest of the trilogy, because again I do think I would really love the sequels. So the next question is a really interesting one. Is there a book you think could still shock you, become your favorite book of the year? And the reason I think it's a very good question is because most of my favorite books of the year are books that I didn't expect them to be my favorite books of the year. And overall I do feel like 2021 wasn't the best reading year, but as the year progressed I'm realizing more about my reading taste. And so far in November I already read a lot of really good books and I just finished a book this week that it's definitely one of my most favorite books of the year. So yes, I do feel like there is going to be a lot of books and I do believe that there is going to be more books that will be my most favorite books of the year. I'm not sure if something will pass The Wicked Deep, which is my most favorite book. I might read another book that I would be just really surprised for me. So yes, hopefully I will have another favorite book by the end of the year and I do think I can find another favorite one. And the last question is, have you already started making reading plans for next year? And yes, I love making reading plans, although I'm really a mood reader and usually I don't follow any of my TBRs, but I still really love to make them, to have some kind of guideline and to know more or less when I'm going to read which books. So yes, I already started to make reading plans for next year, for 2022. I feel like most of the reading plans that I'm making are around series, as I don't really want to start a lot of series this year because we're already getting to the end of the year. I'm really just trying to wrap up the series that I'm already reading. So I do have a lot of series that I really want to start and I already know that I will start next year. And also accept it, I'm planning another read along. You will know about it really soon. And yes, I also feel like overall I do have a lot, not only series, but a lot of standalone books that I know that I'm planning to read in winter. Like I might read some of them in December. There is a few standalones that I know that I really want to read January, February, like the really cold months. There is also a lot of books that I know that I want to read in spring and summer. A lot of summer contemporaries that I'm just saving for this time of the year. I do feel like most of my reading plans are seasonal reading plans, but again, I'm a mood reader, so I might read some of those books before the end of the year. Definitely I already have reading plans for next year. So yes, it was everything. This is the end of the year book tag and it was really fun to answer all of the questions. I'm always getting so excited about the end of the year and the start of the year. It just feels to me like a new blank space and it always gives me so much motivation to do new stuff. And I do have a lot of video plans for the end of the year and for the start of 2022. I really hope that you're excited to see all of the video that I'm planning to make. I'm so excited for them. them. And yes, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Until my next video, you can check more videos by me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone!